Let's put y'all over here. So you up a little bit higher. That's too high. Let me see. Nope. Still like I'm looking down though. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get y'all adjusted. I want y'all to be like this so you can see what I'm doing. What's going on? Whoever's in here with me, I'm trying to find something to prop up my phone. As I'm still in here getting to it. Alright, so we'll close that and maybe just hold this up right here. Hi, Connie, how you doing? What's going on, y'all? How's y'all Monday going? Hopefully all is in your favor. Everything is getting done like it's supposed to. Y'all might have seen me post this earlier. Earl Spinks. My uncle was happy when I did this shirt for him. Very, very happy. Now I'm doing this connect to God. The password is prayer. We're going to use some of this right here. This is that rainbow. I call it rainbow. But hold on, I get the correct name for it. EconoFlex Multi-Galaxy. So it don't have the sparkle in it, but it still has the stripes. What y'all working on? And did y'all catch that live? That live was off the hook. What Honey Seeds crafted. I will look up at the I will look at the messages in 1 second, y'all. I think I cut this video now. Oh. Okay. Did y'all catch that live we had? What's up, Customs Journey? How you doing, Educated Natural? In here grinding to it. Y'all already know, Monday, work day, you know. Still trying to get my new space organized, but knocking out these customs nonetheless. Uh-oh. You doing the same, Educated Natural? Huh. Rearranging. So y'all will be hearing my cameo here in like 2 seconds, and it is loud. I've been cracked on because it's loud. But guess what? It gets the job done. But did y'all catch that live that we had Saturday? She was dropping so many gems I couldn't even speak. Working on some 3D letters. That's cool. Like, her whole story is amazing, you know? And we love bringing on people like that to inspire, uplift, and motivate other people. Especially that's, I like to say a lot of times, new to the craft. If you're newer to the craft, there's a lot of things, a lot of gems that people, you know, rarely get to see. Like, you can search all day on YouTube, right? And still not find what you want. But if you come to a place like the Squad, you pretty much set up. Hello? One second, y'all. Let me take this. How are you? It's over. Dang. Wow. Shoot. I moved all that money on the table. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store. Let me finish up here. I got like two more shirts to do. Then okay. Yeah. What? Yeah. He gonna right. Right. Babe, what is you doing? What did it do? Fly into the car? Huh? Is it in the car? Anna, is it in the car? Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. Hi, Angela. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my gosh, from a bird, Lord. I don't know. call them vultures or not vultures. What is them on thing? Wait. All right, babe. Let me get off of here. All right, I love you. Bye. Sorry, y'all. She just worked a 16-hour shift. I had to take that. Y'all's all in my business. Lord Jesus. Anyway, there was a vulture or something going on, and that's why she screamed. That's why y'all just heard me say Anna. This pattern I'm using is a multi-galaxy. It's without the rainbow, or it's without the flake in there. So hold on, y'all. This one has the sparkle in it right here. This one doesn't. Either way, though, when a customer asks me for like a multicolored pattern or vinyl, this is the first thing I offer to them because it sells. This sells, and no matter which way you cut it, this way or this way, like everything lands on a different color. So once I weed this out, slash it weeds like butter, cause it's econo. But once I weed this out, y'all gonna see what's going on. What y'all working on? What's everybody working on? What's up, Frankie? How you doing? Gritting to it, man. You already know. That live was definitely great, off the charts. Like I said, I couldn't interrupt. You know how when you listening to somebody and you want to say something, but you can't say nothing because what the person is saying is so intriguing? That's what happened. We could barely talk because she was dropping gems left and right. Left and right. Are you doing decals, Frankie? I got one big one to do. I've been going around in circles about it, but I'm gonna get to it. It's that trailer outside. See, and this is a holographic, but it's like, or a foil, so it's stretchy. It's not that stiff. You know that stiff vinyl that you get with holographic? It's not that. And they say I weed recklessly because normally I just rip it right off the sheet like so. But if your cut settings is right, you won't have no problems. It says connect to God. The password is prayer. But check this out. Look at that. Very soft. Stretches. I might have pulled it too hard. I don't know. Yeah. It's almost translucent. Anyhow, I've been thinking about doing one-on-one consultation and layering classes. Y'all let me know if y'all interested in that. I see a lot of people have a lot of common questions over the silhouette. And that's what I learned. That's how I started, was with the silhouette design. So a lot of times I get questions, well, do you do Photoshop or do you use anything else? No. Why? Because everything that I want to do and achieve has been done in the silhouette. I can add pictures, I can make collages, I can teach every tool, you know. All right, let me read some of these comments, y'all. I'm sorry I'm not ignoring folks. Yeah, that Angela is nice. Which is the best to use on decals? For me, is Metamark. I love Metamark because I did some firefighters. Hold on, there's a whole backstory. So first I was messing with 651 Oracle, what everybody messes with. However, the stuff has no give, and it tends to snap like if you're trying to stretch it across a Corvette windshield. If anybody knows anything about a Corvette windshield, just like this, it does this, but you can't see it. So looking at it visually, it looks like it's straight, but it's not. It's like a bowed windshield. So I was trying to do like 12 of them, I want to say almost 2 years ago. And I kept messing up. Eventually I got the job done, you know. The guy was hot. He was pretty upset because I had to keep taking the letters off and putting them back on. Like going and cutting new letters. Like, it was just a nightmare. But I ran across some Metamark. series 7 or 4, and I use it for these firefighters' helmets. And they went into fires and everything. They came back and showed me their helmets was still fine. I'm like, dang, the decal didn't burn, you know, running through the hot flame. The blade, he was like, if I would have stood there, of course it would have melted or something, but it upheld. So there was no bubbles in it, and it worked wonderful. So Metamark is who I use. Where do I get it? Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Appreciate you, Taryn. Hi, my T's. Have you heard of the Starlight Cutter? I have not. I might have to check that out, as I am looking for a better cutter. Now, I have the Pro, the Cameo Pro, and I'm just not a fan of it. I'm contemplating even bringing it on in here. I just want to get right to the rolling GTX. Just finished a shirt I've been trying to do for my son for a while. That's awesome. It's nice when you got a vision and then it comes to fruition. Yeah, Drina was dropping some gems on us. Plus, have y'all seen her work? If anybody don't know who Honey Seeds Crafting is, go check her page out. She really know what she doing with them different programs and design programs, especially at Affinity. And she said she learned that in 2 years. I'm telling you, her skills is off the map. And she be doing like these 1-minute tutorials in the squad. It'd be like a video. You want to watch it 1,000 times just so you can learn. I know I'll be wanting to watch it. I'm not that well versed in Photoshop or any of those other programs. I mess around with GIMP only because that was like the first free program I knew when I first started. So GIMP and Silhouette, that's just, it works for me. Now I'm seriously thinking about getting into silk screen press. I just haven't found the station that I want yet. I thought I was gonna go with a 4-head, but I think I'm gonna go with the 6. That way I can do everything. Yeah, and it's Honey Seed Crafting on YouTube. Honey, Honey, Seeds, Sees, Crafting. All right, so one more time at this image. They wanted a multicolor image. I was able to do it with that. And see how it it does all the work for you. It's similar to like using that foil or that other stuff that's out. I can't think of the name of it, but it's similar in color that way. Turn on this big behemoth. Hey James, I've been thinking about that video idea you gave me about comparing all the machines. That's coming soon. It's going to be more of a sit-down video because some of the machines I don't have anymore. But over all the heat presses and which is my favorite, which one I thought, you know, was the best. Right now I'm really feeling this Waller press. Not because I'm associated with the company, because I actually use it every day. Little disclaimer. It's heavy, but any press that I've worked with that's been heavy has been well built. You get what I'm saying? It's just once it's in a spot, leave it in a spot. I can't pick up this Waller press by myself. I've tried, trust me. Vinyl Supply Unlimited. That's the only person in the United States that carries Metamark decal. Mike, was that the customer's design or yours? That's the customer's design. And it's pretty simple. It's not something, that design actually is on Etsy. So it's the world's design. It's not nothing that, you know, has to be like theirs. Like I wouldn't even have showed it if it was some original artwork, just because, you know, how that go. People sell everything, but you can get this same image right off Etsy. And this has been out since I think I started. I've seen this for the last 2 years. It's just very seldom that people use it. Vinyl Supply Unlimited, Connie. I order MT decals from the Rhinestone World. I get them for a good price and get points. I got some of those as well, right here. Got a bag of them. From Pro World transfers. So in here, I have like the space to where I'm gonna actually have t-shirts on one side, blank t-shirts on one side, folded up, ready to go. On the opposite side, I'm gonna have numbered decals. Someone's gonna be rhinestone. Someone's gonna be some stuff from like the Bailey Brothers. If you're not familiar with the Bailey Brothers, I did a YouTube video on them. They got like the Ice Cube. I'll show you. I just want to show you these rhinestones from Pro World. See, stuff like this you can do so much with. You can use this, then you can layer it with vinyl. Then you could put like some puff around it or something. Let your creativity shine. Because what's going to happen is that little $25 shirt going to jump up to $45, $50, and a person ain't going to have a problem paying with it. They see rhinestones, you got a little bit of puff here, you got some color popping off there, and come right on in and be like, oh yeah. Trust me, it all works. Y'all, and I probably got like all together, especially with South Bay Creations just giving me 1,000 transfers. I probably got almost, I want to say 500 transfers. So y'all can't really see this unless the light hit it, because the color is on the opposite side, and on this side is white. I mean, you can see the black coming through, but shout out to the Bailey Brothers for these. These are dope. What that is the entire Death Row, Lady of Rage, Snoop. Hi.
I'm so sorry.
No, you fine. What's going on?
Okay. I was calling because we have some white masks.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering if you could supplement on them in black.
What's the material of the mask? Is it cotton or is it polyester?
I want to say cotton. They're dad. I'm coming right now. But we won't need them until the first week in September.
So, is he doing it for Stark County? For his job?
No, it's for yen.
That's for yen?
Yes. And how much will you charge us? It's gonna be $5.
A 5 mask?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if I can get some. I could probably grab some sublimation masks here.
It's a specific mask you have to have.
Yes, it has to be polyester. Majority polyester. Like, probably 65% or higher.
Okay.
Yes, Custom Journey Transfers is making money. That's why I want to get a whole board up here. People can come in, pick and choose what transfer they want, and I'll stamp it real quick.
I'm sorry, what you say?
I'm not talking to the audience. Talking to the T-Gang.
Get in. We don't walk on tape. Don't get back up there.
This is my little sister, y'all.
Okay.
Mike, I know that's a dumb question. There is no dumb questions when you're asking me a question. But explain what puff is and where do you buy yours. So, Cherie, I got 1 second, Angela. I promise you I'm gonna give you an explanation. I'm gonna get, you said 5 of them?
Yes, 5 of them.
So I'm gonna try to get 10 masks, all right? And then you got a certain design, you just want me to put the yen on there?
Well, actually, we won't get the design until the 1st. But
Okay.
we don't have to have no design on it. We
Do
just
you want
went.
Youth Investment Network on it or no?
Yes, just the black mask with gold
Black mask with gold. There's
that
okay.
says yin, yin and gold.
Yen and gold. All right.
Okay.
Let me give me a
So
couple hours, Riri. I'm gonna call you back. Okay.
that's fair. That's fine. I'm gonna just write it down.
All
Thank you.
right. I love you. Bye.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
Okay. So the question was, what is puff vinyl and how do we use it, and where do I get it from? So, me particularly, I got like 3 companies that gave me puff. The best puff is still yet to be determined. They all smell funky. What puff is this vinyl that rises once the heat hit it. And I wish I had something here. I don't think I have anything here with the puff on it. No, this is flock. Wow. I used to have a shirt for just this because I know people ask this question. Basically, you hit it on. You hit it with heat, just like vinyl. You cut it out. Then once you hit it with heat, it just rises. The best puff to me so far, I don't know. I can't say yeah or nay with one. I will say this. I don't particularly like the smell after I press it, but it does rise. So I just did a trendsetters video on my channel, probably last week. It dropped under Grizzly Nights, and it shows that I did a trendsetter with the orange. You might want to check that video out for a better description. The places that I get it from will also be in the link in the description, which is Heat Transfer Warehouse or Econo. Um, and really, it adds like a 3D look to your garment. So you know how you have the regular flat image, like this is flat. This is flat. This is gonna look nice up against a black color shirt, right? But to add some dimension to it, this would puff out a little bit, giving it like a raised feeling if you press it right. And puff actually, that's another upsell. So I'm really trying to get some courses and stuff together for y'all to explain to y'all how it works in the shop, because I can sit here and tell you all day, but I think it needs to be like methodic. I think it needs to be like a whole series or a whole bunch of little mini courses. That way people can go back and see exactly what needs to be done. Like that puff is an upsell. It's slash a specialty material. So therefore I would not charge the same as I would for like a regular vinyl. So any vinyl that does anything extra or looks extra, I'm going to charge extra, whether it lays flat or puffs up. But if it's a regular color, like a white or a black, and it's just going on a regular shirt, white or black, I'm going to charge a basic price, $18 out the door. And that's because you might just be getting congrats in white. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, normally my shirts range from 25 all the way up to 35 to 45 to 65 to 125. It just depends on what is going on in the shirt. No problem. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Normally I go to Circle Clothing, and actually I just got a package from Circle Clothing hoodie. But do y'all have a Roses in your area? If you have a Roses, let me know. If you don't know what a Roses is, let me know and I'll explain it. So generally, like I said, I go to Circle Clothing, and I love their hoodies for my brand, for the Grizzly fit. But occasionally I'll go to the store called Roses. And Roses is just like a blank store. Like you can go in there and get all sorts of blanks, aka substrates, to press on, to sublimate on, to make that shirt, short, pants, or socks different than everybody else's. I go in there, y'all, because they got shirts for $1 or $1.99. Like in one of my episodes, Grizzly Nights, I was talking about the Dollar Tree. For those that's just beginning, the Dollar Tree is a great place to start, or a place like Roses, especially when you just starting out. You can find all types of shirts in these stores for $1 or $1.99. Now $1.99, some might be like, "Oh my God, that's too much," but there's no shipping. There's no limit. You can buy as many as your as many as your heart desires. So I copped all of these colors, and then the rest is black. So I copped color basically because ladies love colors. Some guys do. Some guys like to be loud. But the bulk of my customers, they like black. So this is like, what, 13 black shirts in here. I got them for $1.99 each. Came out to like $26. Something like that. But imagine what I'm gonna do with these 13 shirts. Guess how many times I'm gonna make $26? The most important thing, like when going to Roses or something like that, is you check the quality of the shirt. Now the shirt is cheap, yes, which means that there could be holes. There could be like the threading could be messed up. There's like all different type of irregular things. You need to make sure you do a visual inspection. I do a full visual inspection, then I purchase. So it might be a bin of like 1,000 black shirts. I'm sitting there looking at every shirt. And then some of like the irregularities be like a string or a thread that didn't tie all the way. The most common one that I've seen here is that they forgot to put the sizing tag in the back of the shirt. So if that warrants it to be cheap, I'm gonna grab it. It depends. You know, Sanmar Clothing, SNS Activewear. There's all types of places where they get probably shirts in bulk. Jiffy was pretty popular. I don't necessarily too much mess with Jiffy no more because every time I get a package from there, it's just not right. So, Mr. Bulk t-shirt, or Mr. Bulk's hats and t-shirt, I believe that's another one. You don't have to have a vendor's license, and you can go through them. Pretty reasonable. SNS Activewear and those other places like that, you're definitely gonna have to have a vendor's license, but the sky's the limit, and there's cheaper prices on there, so you can really clean up. Plus, they offer like Port Authority, District Apparel, some of the bigger names, more premium shirts. But I know for a fact our schools around here, they use gilding. And I seen teachers going to Michael's to get the gilding shirts for the school because a lot of the teachers that work in the schools are the ones that run the booster club, and they are the same ones that make a lot of the spirit wear and a lot of the themed shirts. Side hustle for the teacher, I guess. Speaking of which, I just filled out a booster registration for a couple of the schools here. And what a booster is basically you pay so much to the school, and then they'll like use your name in like the school paper to say that, oh, he does custom t-shirts and he gives back to the community. I don't know if Rakita's on here. I don't think Rakita's ever on my lives, but this is her shirt. It's getting ready to go out. As y'all can see, I just vinyled her out. But that's my brand, Grizzly. And there's Squad Talk t-shirts available. So, yo. Who was it you just said to buy in bulk without vendor's license? I used to be a band booster chair. Mr. Bulk's. Mr. Bulk t-shirt and caps. It's like, it says Mr. Bulk in like brown letters, and it has a hat on like, I think, bulk. Pretty sure that's it. So what heat presses is everybody working with? I know Customs got that Geo Night. What y'all working with? What heat presses are y'all currently using? I should have threaded this on, but it's almost there. Heat Press Nation Craft Pro 15 by 15. Nice. Heat Press Nation got some good presses. Just, you know, the customer service is horrible. But I love my Heat Press Nation press when it was working. After it stopped working, it was like heart-wrenching. What's going on, Ginger Snap? How you doing? 8-in-1 15 by 15 I bought off Amazon. How long have you had it? With this particular one, I let it cool a little bit before I peel. And my Samsung don't do it no justice, y'all. Or no, this is my actual iPhone. Okay. So, there you go. You can see it right there. A little bit. That red press that I got at my house is an Amazon press. And as soon as I got it and made a video over it, was gone. They took it down. So I don't know if it sold out or what happened. So took the carrier off. Now I'll show you guys what's going on, what it looked like. Time looks pop. A lot of people go back and they hit it again, but I only hit it once. That's like a reflective on there, as you can see. Geo Night. Them Geo Nights is expensive. Them is like little baby tanks too. You need 15 people to pick them up. Appreciate it, Taryn. A lot of people love those colors. So another one I haven't tried out is that snake pattern. I really want to try the snake pattern out from Econo. I just have nothing. I was thinking about doing a grizzly fit shirt in this. If y'all don't know, I love vinyl. Like, this is my favorite way of doing shirts. Yes, Geo Nights is very expensive. It costs 2 arms and 1 leg. Unless you can find it on sale now. I done seen in the squad, people have found like some mad crazy deals. I just be like, what? You found that for $5? Like a 44, Epson 44 printer. I done seen people going to get it for $100. All they had to do is pick it up. It is very soft. That flex from Econo is very, very, very soft. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is a lot of places. A lot of times people go there. You go educated natural. I don't know. They just seek me out. For real, for real. It's like this man works with a lot of vinyl. We might need to get some in his hands. Unfortunately, it don't pay the bills though. I have to let him know that vinyl. I can't eat vinyl. I'll keep promoting, keep making videos over it because a lot of people don't know. But some of this got to come with a check. Some of these vinyls.
Hello?
You just call me?
No. I called you earlier.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
I swear it just came across my screen and said you called me.
No, I called you like this morning.
Are you ever going to shoot videos for me again? Or did you just quit?
I don't know.
This my daughter, y'all. She don't shoot videos for me no more.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's the truth.
You just got so good doing it yourself.
I didn't get so good doing nothing. People say my camera's shaky. Where's a professional look at? I was like, I don't know. My daughter abandoned me. Yeah, see? I'm having to angle stuff on shelves and stuff, looking crazy. You still looking for a sublimation printer? That 2720 seems to be the most popular right now. I did find a 2820, and it's small. It looks like it could be converted. That thing was only like $70. All right, Alex. I just wanted to see what's going on because it just said you just called me. I swear.
No, nothing. We just got back from the park.
It's raining, ain't it?
Yeah.
Your mom is on her way.
All right.
She said she'll be there in a few minutes.
All right.
All right, I'll see you on the bed. I love y'all. Bye. All right. Yeah, that 2820, because they no longer make the 7710 or the 7720, I don't think. I may be speaking stuff that I don't know on, but every time I ask somebody about it, they be like, oh, they quit making that. They quit making that. This workforce that I have over here, I like it, but I would rather have the actual sublimation printer. So there is a sublimation printer out there by Epson, and James turned me on to it, aka Customs, and it's the F570. I think that's what it is. I'm not so fortunate finding them. Last one scammed me. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's another thing about Facebook, especially in this area. That's why I don't do Facebook, because I think I had one opportunity to grab a Cameo 4 for $25, and it looked perfect. But when I got to the person, like the motor, the part that's not supposed to move, this was loose. Let me show you. So it was black just like this, but this was loose right here, and this was like knocked out. It was like in the back, like at an angle. So I asked the woman, I'm like, what's going on with it? What happened? She gonna say her husband scooted it off the table. I'm like, okay. Well, that must have been an argument, or y'all would have to been fighting for him to do something like that. Because she didn't say it was on accident. You know how most people be like, oh, my husband walked past and he had a ruler in his hand and accidentally knocked it off the table. That's not how she said it. She was like, my husband knocked it off the table. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe she was cutting at 1, 2 in the morning when he was getting ready to go to work at 5 in the morning. I don't know. But you got to watch out for people to scam you, because they will in a heartbeat. That's why when they talk about, I'll ship it to you and all of that extra, I'm like, nah. I'm one of them type of people where I have to see it work. I have to see it plugged in. I need to see that everything is working like it's supposed to. So a lot of times I just go over it. Now, I do look, but I don't never find no deals. So how was y'all weather today? Ours has been horrible. You could tell snow is getting ready to come back. I live in Ohio, so it's gonna be pretty cold pretty soon. This is supposed to be the last month of heat here. So give me the Epson James told you about again. Hey James, was it a F570? I know the Epson's 2720 is one. But that's one I believe you have to, well not, they say convert, basically you're not converting anything. You're pouring ink into a tankless system. Yes. Okay, so it's the Epson F570. Might want to check that out. If not, the Sawgrasses, I know they're expensive, but that's what I'm gearing towards. That or that Epson's I was just telling you about. I really want a large, wide format with a large format, wide format heat press. So I could do all over shirts because I'm not going to towel a sublimation shirt together. I just won't do it. 24 inch. So that's pretty wide. The sawgrass costs more in total if you do the math. Yeah, it is expensive, but you can get up to what? I'm not going to say 400 shirts because a lot of people last time I said that was like, it's not 400 shirts. So I'm going to say 350 shirts. But if you do your math right, one cartridge costs $200, y'all, for the sawgrass. If I'm assuming right. For the bigger sawgrass, not the smaller one. Or $100. Just somewhere in there, and it's very expensive. But as many shirts as you can make, you should be able to make that back. And if you're doing your inventory right, you'll know when to take out the money to get the cartridges to keep it going. Now, I heard that you can also convert the sawgrass with Cosmos ink. I don't know why. I don't know if you could do that, but, or, you know, I'm not going to say why a person would do that because I rock with Cosmos ink right now, and I know what the ink can do, but I'm pretty sure any sublimation ink would work. Yes, that's a lot of money for some ink, ain't it? It's a lot of stuff out here, like, I think they're really busting heads. The Epson F570 comes with 2 ink sets and paper, so there you go. But how much is that printer, though? I haven't went anywhere, y'all. I'm still here. Just trying to get these shirts knocked out. It's pretty basic. So they want this shirt that says, let them praise him and dance. So a lot of times, y'all, we try to look for where we can go and get it. So I put that actually in the Google Browse, right? To see an SVG. And you got all of these different ones. However, his was just white with like a white silhouette of a girl dancing. And it says, let them praise his name. with dancing, and then the Psalms, you know, 149:3. What I would do is I'm gonna look for a silhouette of a dancer, and then I'm gonna put let them praise him in dancing or with dancing. My bad, y'all. And my own script or my own font, and just kind of make my own. You could do that with all of these. The reason that I didn't do that with the Wi-Fi one, because he was pretty. He wanted that one for sure. He didn't want another one. He wanted that one. So let me see if I can find the dancer silhouette. So when I put in dancer silhouette, let me show y'all what I get, right? Y'all already know the saying, okay? Look at all these silhouettes of people dancing or women dancing. Bam. Then all I have to do is take that and then put my own font behind it, and now I got my own file, right? So I don't have to actually use the Etsy one. And I put dancer silhouette, you can see that up top. Take like 2 seconds to make a design like that. I do that with a lot of Etsy designs, and a lot of people send me Teesprings. What's the other one? It's all types of stuff that they send me. Like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? I'm like, I can get close, but I ain't gonna be able to do the exact one. That'd be the answer for most of it. Derek, you said you need a stimulus check? Shoot. If you add the ink and the paper, the rear loader for the sawgrass, the Epson ends up slightly cheaper, and the ink on the Epson is only $18 a bottle. There's a fun fact I didn't know. One, it's slightly cheaper than the sawgrass, for real. The SG 1000. And then I think there's a SG 1200 or 1600, something like that. And then the cost of ink per bottle is $18. What's the cost of the sublimation machine itself? I know it may come in cheaper, because I know the cost for a SG 1000 is $1,149. And sometimes you can find it for $1,049, $100 off, depending on where you look. I am, trust me, I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna look back at the dancer that he had, find someone that's similarly close. Oh shoot, she was doing a whole swoop. I don't know if y'all can see that. She was doing a whole swoop on there. Look at that. I don't know if that's that dance move. I just made that up, all right? Okay, hold on. Oh, it's a little bit close. I'm just browsing these silhouettes to find something close to that. The one that she's doing right here. She has long hair. I found another dancer doing the same thing. Oh, whoa. Okay. That dancer was doing too much. Even in the silhouette, you can see that. Let me see. So what do you do when you don't find the exact same silhouette? I find something close to, and I still rock with the design. I still present it to them. And 9 times out of 10, this is what they say. I love it. Unless you got one of them customers, because everybody get them every once in a while where they nitpick at everything. Well, the hair was slightly longer on the other one. Well, I told you I could get it close, but not exact same. And it's just as easy as doing something like this as it is from taking it off the web and tracing it off the web, if that makes sense. If you take the time to like look at what the actual design is and then figure out how can you make it work for you, and that same amount of time that you take and trace the image from off of Etsy or anywhere else, you could create your own and it look just as good. And then guess what you could do if you don't want to keep it stored in your computer? You could upload it to Etsy, right? And then you could put a little price tag up underneath it, and now you got your own SVG. Yeah, it's $1,000 more of them out out there, but somebody might like yours a little bit more. You never know. And that's what all these companies do. I'm not in the bracket yet, yo. Neither am I. Good advice. Oh yeah, you know, just trying to help the next person out. When I started, it was a few folks in here that was doing it, but nobody really broke it down. Like the cost per shirt, the cost per vinyl, the cost, you know, the overhead, your utilities. Like, is that a smart buy? Should I be buying this machine? Am I going to utilize this machine? Is this machine going to make my money back? Where's the ROI on this money that I'm about to spend? ROI is return on investment. If I'm investing $1,000 into this F570 printer, how long is it going to take me to make that $1,000 back? And then at what point do I start making a profit from it? Because you don't make a profit from that machine that you bought until you've made your complete monies back from the machine that you bought, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. I don't know if I explained that right. Hopefully it did. That's pretty much how I got to where I am now. And as far as picking the machines, like I do reviews and stuff. Like for instance, I use the Amazon press that y'all see me use on Grizzly Nights or at my house, right? So with that red press, it cost me, I want to say $212. That's with taxes, shipping, and everything. But they had it advertised for like $169. I opted to wait 3 weeks or 4 weeks for the shipping because it knocked a couple dollars off. You have Amazon. I have Amazon Business Prime, so I can choose to get it next day or within the next 3 days, depending on time when the Prime Day is free. However, they also have this option where you can wait like an extra 2 or 3 days and they'll actually take an additional percentage off the press or whatever item it is that you're buying. I always opt that one because one, you get Amazon cash back and you get a percentage off your total order at the end. But I knew buying that press, I was gonna be able to make my $160 or $70 or $80 total $212 back within a couple of days, and I did. The first day that I got the press, I was doing I had got an order for the AAU team, and I actually did the shop review here. I did the Amazon press review here, but after I did the review, I just went on and knocked out like 40 shirts. I got paid $500 and something for them 40 shirts. The press only cost me, we'll say $212. So we're gonna do some real rough estimate math. You looking at, I spent $200 and I got $300 left. So it paid for itself. This Waller press behind me, I think this thing was like 900,000 maybe, a little over 1,000. I can't remember quite exactly. But I've made that money right back. The Bracoma hat press right there, that orange hat press, it's like 500, I believe. I got it, and that's the only machine I haven't made my money right back on. But it hasn't stopped me neither. Mask season, I've been pressing masks on it. What else? All types of hats. Like when I get the AAU teams, I press the hats on that. And before I was using this Pro World hat press, I really didn't particularly care for it too much, but this one is cool. I just don't use it as much. I don't do a lot of hats. But it's beanie season and it's hat season coming up, so I'm gonna make my money back. That's why I haven't invested into the Walla hat press yet, because I haven't made my money back from that press. This press right here. Sorry, I stopped talking, y'all. I'm trying to find the perfect silhouette of an answer, and this is gonna be it. It's not the one that they wanted, but it's close. Let's see. It would help if I knew the pose of the dance. Long hair is there though, just in case they picky. Pace. Now, see, this is what I mean by I need Alexis. Alexis could have been here. Y'all could have been seeing all of this. But I can't hold the camera and do both. It slows me down. So let me show you what's going on. That's the dancer right there. Very simple, you know what I'm saying? Here's the dancer that I just found. I just copied it. I'm gonna hit trace. Let it turn translucent. There we go. Just so y'all can see it better, I'm gonna hit it with the black. So I mean, it's not that far off. I see she had a dress on this one. You can kind of see the dress where there is no dress here. But the arms are in similar motion. Just one's all the way to the right, one's all the way to the left. But I'm gonna rock with that silhouette because it kind of gives me the same vibes, the same feel. Then just go in. It's about your texting, how you want to do it. So he has the text over the top of the actual dancer. I could do the same thing, or I could go alongside or the back of the dancer. Just depending on, you know, what the preference is. And I'm just going to stick with what he had put there. But you can make 4 or 5 different templates with the one same and just have the wordings in different spots. Yo, it's passive income while you sleep. You just make an SVG file, PNG file, upload it to Etsy. Make sure you got an Etsy account or a Shopify account. I would say Etsy because that's where you find the PNG and the SVGs at. You'd be amazed. That's passive income. It's another stream of income as well. All right, so let me backtrack. It makes sense. Appreciate you. That's why I bought the 8-in-1. Yep. See, I haven't bought an 8-in-1. I've been tempted to buy one, but I don't do mugs. And I figure if I did do a mug, I got like 2 air fryers I never used. So I would try that method first. But the 8-in-1, I do get it because you get all of those different, you know, facets. You get the hat, you get the neck, don't you? You get the mug, the t-shirt, a whole bunch of different add-ons. Customs Journey says Sawgrass 1000, 1500, $500 for extra ink set. Okay. $200 for rear tray, and then you have to add paper, add more for extra software. Lord. Oh, here we go. So I'm trying to touch the screen, y'all, to read the comments. And okay. Extra software plus it only prints 13 wide. The Epson 570 2200 and it comes with everything. Okay, so you just made it make sense. So the Sawgrass is $1,500 just for the Sawgrass. $500 for the extra ink set. $200 for the rear tray, and then you have to add paper. So let's just say 1,500 plus 500 is 2,000. 2,000 plus 200 is 2,200. Okay, I see what you're saying. Plus you still have to pay for paper with the Sawgrass. So with the F570, it's all included in a bundle. So it makes sense to grab that. Plus it's an Epson. I don't know if Sawgrass and Epsons are made by the same people. I wouldn't imagine so. Why would Epson make a Sawgrass? But then again, you never know. It's big corporate giants that do all types of stuff. But I would assume For me anyway, since I'm trying to move into a large format, I'm definitely gonna look into that Epson F570 or the Sawgrass. And the only reason I say that is because it's the next level. Instead of converting another Epson printer, it's a lot of headache that goes behind this 7720 that people don't talk about. Like, it has its days when the prints don't want to work right. The paper jams regardless if you're using roll or regular sheeted paper. I used the roll for the longest, never had an issue, but this last year, it's like feeding the paper through it. It was acting kind of like it would get caught in there, crunched up, and then it would try to print. Next thing you know, there's ink all inside the reservoir. You got to clean it out. Whole headache. I would rather have a machine that is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. But if you have to convert, I'm not knocking it either, because that's how I got into it, was converting. So if anybody's looking for classes or looking for like one-on-one consultation, please hit my Gmail up. It's Mike Tees, MikeTees 223 at gmail.com. And we can set up a time. I was making videos and dropping them in the squad. However, I wasn't receiving a lot of feedback on it, so I kind of cut that out. Because I'm like, I don't want to be wasting my time doing this and ain't no one's watching the videos. Like, I had the videos up for a while, you know? I'm doing these 3 shirts real quick for a customer. They wanted me to knock them out fairly quick. The first one I did was this one. That's Dust, y'all. I see it on there. I just haven't lint rolled it. The Connect to God. And then I'm working on this one right now. I'm getting the fonts and the placement right. Trying to fix it up, you know. I was just going to use the one that they sent, but a lot of times, like I was explaining earlier, as quick as you can trace something, as quick as you can make something. And if you make it and it's yours originally, now you got an option of selling it. Yeah, it's like the other one, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? They give away and they take away. In different aspects. Oh, he had like some fancy font on here. Didn't he? Yeah, he had some, what is that? I don't know. But we gonna use something else. Talk about passive income, what heat presses people are using. Just seeing how everybody doing today. If they caught that last live. So this week we got Holler Direct. And he's like, he fell back from the t-shirt, right? From doing customs. He fell back for a couple of months because he felt like it wasn't beneficial. So he's going to come on this Saturday, explain to us what that was about and what it is that he's doing to revamp his custom apparel. Like, you took the time off. What's the fruits? Like, you know, just real in-depth conversation. Lately, we've been having, like, a lot of people come on that's been dealt with trademark issues or copyright issues because that's information that we need to know as custom apparel decorators, so-called. A lot of times, you may not even know that you're breaking the law. You mess around and get that cease and desist or something like that, then you like, well, how? Why? And it'd be the slightest little silliest things. Like, for instance, the swoosh on the Nike. All of that's trademark, right? but you can't trademark an actual check mark. Make it make sense. So now you got a lot of people making shoes with the check, but the end of the check is like a bolt. It may be a star. It could be a smiley face, whatever, because you cannot trademark the actual check. So they call it a swoosh. They had to angle it a little bit more, and now it's the Nike swoosh. It's not considered a check, but still it had to be re-digitally designed to where now that's completely copyrighted. But then you have the build of the shoe, which is also copyrighted. A lot of folks don't know this, but I see a lot of like knockoff shoes. What I call knockoffs, like back in the day, if you got caught with knockoff shoes, like some Psyches, because I had a pair of Psyches, and like the people around you got wind of it, they would just crack on you. Nowadays, you can have the same, like, you can have a Psyche, you know what I'm saying? As long as it look fly or the colors look fly, people don't care. Which I guess is a good thing in sort of a way, but it's a bad thing for like Nike and Jordan and places like that, because now the make of their shoe can be altered just a slight bit, and now it's their shoe. You just have to have the brand awareness, and you have to have mad people willing to buy it. So when it drop, boom, it kind of go like that Supreme effect. I appreciate you, late night. Dang, this thing say 71 minutes. I done been on here for 71 minutes, y'all. Lord, I've been running my mouth. Well, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Shoot. Back to what I was saying. This week we'll have Holler Direct. And man, he got a whole story for us. I hate calling it a story. He got a whole life lesson for us. We'll just say it like that. Change this color. So y'all can see what I just did. So when I look back, he didn't want the Psalms on there. It just has the like dancing part. So what I switched it to was Beautiful Butterflies. It's a font found on Defont, if y'all don't know what it is. And it gave me that. Now I can make this a lot different, right? Right here where this let is, I definitely would make that a lot bigger. So I'm going to mess around with it and try to bring it back, because that to me is very, very basic. And I don't do basic. Especially if I would consider this a file. I don't know how many folks will buy that file. That file looks pretty basic. So let's make it look different. Appreciate you, Angela. Hopefully the iPhone don't fall, y'all. I'm using the card. The card box, my Vista box with my cards in it to hold y'all up right now. First thing I'm gonna do is weld. I need some stuff welded. I think it should be a capital P for praise. And of course, it doesn't want to use the same font. There we go. That red. I'll show y'all 1 second. Is I'm almost finished here. I'm going to the store. Huh? No, I'm about to call Anna. Hopefully she got it. Yeah. All right. Dang, y'all didn't got to be on every conversation today. Sorry, y'all. That was my brother. See, with that big capital P, that kind of looks like a R. Still looks like an R. I'm gonna have to make that P a lot bigger. The only thing is some of these fonts, they take on the characteristics of other letters. And that's a bad thing because you don't want your customer to be like, well, what is that? What does that say? That's like one of the worst feelings in the world. I don't know how long y'all been doing this, but I hate when a customer be like, well, what is that? What is that supposed to say? Like, oh, shoot. You don't get it? So I've been playing with it for a little bit. And I'll probably continue to play with it, but the P is what I'm struggling with on praise. I made it capitalized, but once I put it up next to that R, it kind of looks like a big R. You know what I'm saying? It looks like rise. Like this makes it look like a R. I'm just adding different things like to make this stand out so it doesn't look so boring. So when I first had it, it wasn't as big. So I'm doing a little sizing right now. And I think I'm going to add a shadow up underneath here. Her dancing. Let me see. Yeah, that right there is just driving me nuts. I might have to switch praise to something else and use a whole different font for praise. So that's another thing that'll make you stand out, is putting different fonts, mixing different fonts. So I'm using the beautiful butterfly, like y'all seeing right there. It's just a regular standard. I'm gonna go in here and look for another cursive that I can use. Or I might go with a regular font that they can just read. It doesn't have to be this complicated. I mean, you could just choose one and rock with it, but the more time you put into it, the more it's gonna look like you put time into it, and the better it's gonna look. So y'all really can't see that. I need to make it a color so y'all can see. See any of the... Oh, no. No, 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 no. His should have a capital H. Yeah, I agree with you. Right now, I'm just looking for the best one, and I think it's gonna fit the best. Everything has a tail or is looped, if you can see. And that's what I'm trying to imitate with another font. I don't like the font for that one because it looked like raise instead of praise. I like that though. It's very defined. All right, let's scoop some stuff over. Once again, y'all, I am just messing around, trying to get this together. So trying to find the right placement. Pretty much, I'm going to keep moving this around, keep trying to get it together. I think Let Them can be a little bit closer to the name and dancing. I like where his with and dancing is at. I like that. It's just this side right here. I think there's too much of a gap between these two. Unless I was going to add like some hearts or something in there, which I still might do. I'm not sure. You know, I'm going to keep on keeping with it or messing with it. Let me see what y'all had to say. I'm sorry I haven't been reading. Hey, for all my iPhone users, these comments, I can't see them. Okay, here we go. Tiring. I've been looking at the different apps and eco tanks, the educated natural. Okay, you can read it. Looks like the letters are dancing too. Yeah, it should be capital. That's what you that's kind of what I was going for. Like, you know, the hands is pushing up against the word, so they gotta have some type of rhythm in them. Simple does sell, but what makes you stand out? That's the whole thing about it. Like, I get it, it does sell, but I need it to stand out. Put a nice cross in that space. I could do that. That's a great idea. Look at y'all giving me ideas. Appreciate you. But, yo, I've been on here for 87 minutes. Wow. That might be a new world record. I don't know. Other than the Saturday Night Live. I got to. Alright, so it keeps saying that it's buffering. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to go. Hopefully I came back on so I can end this right. Can y'all see me? Am I still buffering? Saturday Night Live, we will have Holler Direct, and he's going to come on and let us know what's going on with his journey. We got a lot of big guests coming. So, cool. Make sure y'all tap in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watch my videos, support, you know. I don't know what else to say. I salute y'all. You know, I'm going to keep on doing what I got to do. If you would like one-on-one courses, please hit that Gmail up. If you have any questions, please hit that Gmail up. I'm trying to get another stream because YouTube by itself ain't working. The shop by itself ain't working. And I heard this once. 10 streams, 10 different revenues. If 2 slow down, the other 8 still going, you're still in a comfortable position. So with that being said, it's all about streams. And that's what I'm trying to do. Y'all have a blessed, productive night. All y'all here? Uh-oh. I'm going to have to check this live because it looked like it might have timed out and then jumped back in. But I was just simply saying, y'all have a blessed, productive night. I appreciate all y'all. Peace.